What's up, loves? Welcome back to my kitchen. Today I am here to give you guys the chicken pot pie recipe finally. So the first thing you're gonna do for this recipe is get a pot of water boiling and preheat your oven. So I have the water here boiling. I just took a regular size pot. I filled it up about halfway and I put 3 of these bouillon cubes in the pot. So here I have it boiling. Now I'm gonna go ahead and preheat the oven to 425. I'm making enough today for 2 pot pies. For this recipe, you're gonna need about 1 pound or more of chicken, some red potatoes, you're gonna need an onion, some peas, some carrots, and for this particular recipe, I decided to do frozen peas and carrots and then just throw them in the pot, and I bought some additional peas because I like peas and I wanted to have a little bit more of that than carrots. But I cut up about 4 or 5 chicken breasts and I diced them up so the pieces are pretty small. You basically just want the little pieces to be bite-sized so it doesn't overwhelm all of the other ingredients. You want all of the ingredients to be similar in size. Then with the red potatoes, I took about 2 large and 1 small red potato and I cut them up into really small pieces and got that all ready. You can use less potatoes or more potatoes, less chicken or more chicken. If you like yours to have a little bit more vegetables in it, then you can do that, but I'm a carnivore and I love meat, so I went ahead and did about 4 to 5 chicken breasts, and I cut up 2/3 of an onion. So I cut them up, I diced them up really small. After your water is boiling hot, then you're gonna wanna throw in your chicken, your red potatoes, peas and carrots, and you're gonna go ahead and throw that in the pot and boil it for about 15 minutes so everything is well cooked. While all that is boiling, I'm getting the pot ready so that I can saute the onions and so I can prepare the filling of the pot pie. You're gonna take 2/3 cup of butter, get that going in the pan, and you're gonna saute your onions in the butter together until the onions are translucent. And you're gonna add 2/3 cup of flour. You want to make sure not to overcook the onions, flour, and butter mixture. So you want to turn the heat down low. We're going to go ahead and drain the ingredients in the pot, and we're going to use that chicken broth in our sauce. For our seasonings, I'm going to use 1 teaspoon of black pepper, 1 teaspoon of celery salt, salt to taste, but I put about 1 teaspoon of salt in there for now, and I'm using 1 tablespoon of paprika. I'm also going to go ahead and add in about 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. So I'm going to need 1 1/3 cup of milk. I'm using skim. And now I'm going to slowly add it to my saucepan. Along with my seasonings. And I'm going to need 2½ cups of the chicken broth from the boiling water. And you want to mix that together and let it simmer and thicken. If you find that your flour mixture is clumping up when you pour in the wet ingredients, don't hesitate to take a whisk and just whisk it out and blend it smooth. Once you have it blended, always make sure to taste your sauce or anything that you're cooking to know whether you want to add something to it. That's good. I think I'm going to add a little bit more salt. You just add salt to taste, and now go ahead and add the ingredients from the pot, the chicken, potatoes, peas, and carrots. I didn't put all of it in the pot because I didn't want there to be more of the chunky stuff than the sauce. So I have quite a bit left in here. You can use your own discretion. It's up to you how saucy you want it, or if you want it to be a little bit thicker. That's totally up to you, but mine looks like this. If you don't want your sauce to be quite as thick, you can add more milk. I added another cup of milk to this to make the consistency a little bit saucier instead of really thick and pasty, and it is perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead and prepare my pie crusts and fill them up. So now that the filling is done and ready to go, I'm gonna go ahead and get my pie crusts ready. The pie crusts that I used were just a regular Kroger brand deep dish pie crust. I opened them before I could get a good picture of them, so forgive me, but it's just Kroger brand deep dish pie crust. You can use any type if you like. Generic brands, use that. They taste just as good. Actually, I thought that the Kroger brand pie crust had a better texture than Pillsbury, and I like the deep dish because then you can get more filling in there. You can either cook your pie crusts for about 10 minutes at 400 degrees ahead of time, or you can just leave them raw when you fill them, but I like mine a little bit gooier and soggier, so I'm not going to make my pie crusts before I fill them this time around. Since I'm making 2 pies, here's the bottoms, and I'm gonna grab my filling and I'm gonna fill them up to the top. Now that you have them filled up, you want to take the other pie crusts, and this is going to be your top layer to the pot pie. And here you are with 2 pot pies ready to be put into the oven. They're not the prettiest, but they taste good. Now you're gonna throw the pot pies in the oven at 425 for about 35 minutes, or until the crust is just golden brown and the filling is bubbly. So now the pies are done. Also, when you bake the pot pies, don't forget to cut an opening in the top. I forgot to do that this time, but they still look good. Now the moment of truth. And we're gonna take these pies over to Pop's and Gail's house and see what everybody thinks of them.
Kaylee, how is it?
Amazing.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Like, seriously?
Oh my god, it's unbelievable!
So dramatic.
So Sean, this
Hot chicken's good.
Gosh, you guys, seriously. Ridiculous.
Thank you.
A successful dinner. Another successful dish. I'm so glad that everybody enjoyed my pot pies, and I really enjoyed making this video for you guys. So if you guys decide to give these pot pies a try, don't forget to take a picture of them, put them on Instagram, and tag me, SMarie1127, hashtag ShannaMarieB, and let me know what you guys think. But for now, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, comment, share, subscribe, and help me to continue growing my family. Thank you so much, guys. Enjoy.